What's up guys, TK Jones here, and today we're going to be predicting the Premier League 2021 to 22 season. Premier League content is back. The international stage has now passed us, I think, just about. We are now in that period where we'll be seeing some friendly fixtures. Some might say it's a bit early, but it's a win-win for me. I mean, if I do well, it's really good because I did it really early and a bunch of transfers were yet to happen and are still up in the air. And if I do badly, it makes for a good video at the end of the season when I react to this. But without further ado, let's go into my predictions. So we have the standard layout. As you can see, the three at the bottom in red are the relegation places, and then mid-table is all in light green. Then you have dark green for Conference League. Europa League is in an orangish color, and Champions League places are in Champions League blue. So let's see who I think will be relegated. And of course, at the bottom of the table, I have chosen newly promoted Brentford, just because there's nothing much about the squad to be excited about. They did get promoted via playoffs. Burnley in 19th, I pretty much predict Burnley to be relegated every season, so this is just another one. And Newcastle to get relegated. They didn't seem too good at the back end of last season, so I think they'll be relegated this season. On to the huge chunk that is mid-table. I have gone for Brighton to just avoid relegation. Watford in 16th, looking promising with the likes of Ismail Assar, Chalobah and Joshua King. Norwich above them, which also look very promising. I think they've learned a lot from their first spell in the Premier League with some good signings. Although they've lost Buendia, they have gained the likes of Billy Gilmore on loan, etc. Wolves above them, they lost their old manager Nuno Espirito Santo, and they've acquired the services of, well, let's just call him Bruno. Southampton above them, they had a poor season last season. I think they will improve somewhat, but 13th place looks good for them. Crystal Palace, with the services of new manager Patrick Vieira, I've put them in 12th place. Aston Villa, of course, signed Buendia from Norwich, so that's a very good signing, and they seem to be keeping Grealish, but I've put them in 11th. And Leeds United starting off the top half of the table. Arsenal in 9th place, although they have signed Tavares and they're looking into signing Maddison, but I doubt that's going to happen. And finally, West Ham in 8th. They're going to be playing in Europa League, so we'll see what they can do there. Now on to the lesser European places, and I have Tottenham qualifying for the Conference League for a second year in a row, and Everton in 6th, which would be a very good season for them. Obviously, they lost their last manager, but they have signed Rafa Benitez, a former Liverpool manager, so that was very interesting. Manchester United in 5th, which might go very wrong or might be very brilliant, because they have signed Sancho, and with the likes of Rashford and Fernandes and Martial in some games, they could do very well this season. But I've put them in 5th place and we'll leave that to chance. On to the Champions League places, and as you can see, I have gone for Leicester City to qualify for the Champions League this season. They've looked very active in the transfer market, depthening their squad with the likes of Trent and Daka, and a few signings that are still up in the air at this moment. Liverpool in 3rd, I'm not quite sure what will happen with their season. They could do well, they could do really poorly, but I think 3rd place is probably the most realistic prediction I could make. But at this moment, I think you could probably predict my top 2. It's between Chelsea and Man City. And yeah, this is and so I have gone for Man City to retain their crown. If people will go for this just to play it safe, but I have good reasoning behind it. I don't think any of the other contenders you could really be sure they will be challenging for the title, like the likes of Liverpool, United and Chelsea themselves could both have a very bad season and they could be challenging for the title. But Man City is the one team you can be 100% sure that they'll be there or thereabouts. And of course, they are heavily linked with Harry Kane, so that rumor has a huge bearing on this table, with Spurs in 7th and Man City winning the league. And yeah, those were my predictions. Feel free to leave yours in the comment section, or at least what you would change from my table. Of course, once the season starts, we'll continue with the weekly prediction videos on Super Brew as always, but there's going to be a difference this time. I'm going to be starting my own league, so you can feel free to join my league on Super Brew. It's going to be called DK Predictions. And yeah, if you have liked this video, make sure to like and comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. And from me, DK Jones, I'll see you next time.